I told you this would happen. And I was right. I keep being right. I hate this. Discord will soon be expanding team safety protections worldwide, including team by default settings, engage assurance design to create safer experiences for teams. They're also launching recruitment for Discord's first team council, creating a space for team voices to help shape our safety and well-being work. Applications are now open for US teams ages 13 to 17. It keeps happening. Of course, it would not stop at some countries in the West. It was coming worldwide. Because the objective of this is never just protecting kids. If you want to protect kids, you just need to parent them properly. But that is never the solution. And I've seen some of these measures. It's going to be a disaster. Please don't give these people either your face or your ID. That seems like a huge mistake. Here we have their announcement, their press release, in more official way. This will launch Steam by default settings globally. I'm gonna skim a little bit. It's kind of long, so I will leave the link in the description so you can peruse it at your own pace. Discord is announcing enhanced team safety features, rolling out globally that reinforces long-standing commitment to creating a safer and more inclusive experience for users over the age of 13. If this is not raising the alarms, just wait, it's only getting worse. As part of this update, all new and existing users worldwide will have a teen-appropriate experience by default, with updated communication settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering that preserves the privacy and meaningful connections that define Discord. If you've used Discord before, you may see something that seems kinda new. That being content filtering. I'm pretty sure this is new. That's why it's raising my alarms. Even more. Beginning with the phased global rollout to new and existing users in early March, users may be required to engage in an age verification process to change certain settings or access sensitive content. This includes age-restricted channels, servers, or commands and select message requests. I'm assuming this is commands for bots, but that also sounds a little bit strange to me. Nowhere is our safety work more important than when it comes to teen users, which is why we are announcing these updates in time for a safer Internet Day. Rolling out team by default settings globally builds on Discord's existing safety architecture. What safety architecture? You're known for having really strange grooming allegations, so I don't think this exists anyway. Giving teens strong protections while allowing verified adults flexibility. We design our products with teen safety principles at the core. That's a massive lie. And we'll continue working with safety experts, policymakers, and Discord users to support meaningful long-term well-being for teams on the platform. 7 Vadalik, Head of Product Policy at Discord. Surely this is good. Privacy forward age assurance. Privacy forward is cesspit of hatred and lies. Stop lying to me. Key privacy protections of Discord's age assurance approach include on-device processing. Be the selfies for facial age estimation, never leave a user device. I'm gonna call BS on that. I just don't believe you. Because if we go to the second point, quick deletion. Identity documents submitted to our vendor partners, which that also sounds a little bit strange to me, are deleted quickly. In most cases, immediately after age confirmation. Are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me? This is from October 2025. ID photos of 70,000 users may have been leaked, Discord says. And this was not related to age verification, which is even more stupid. This was for people that were using customer service or similar mechanics, and they got potentially 70,000 not only ID photos, but partial credit information. Well, so on-device processing, yeah, we'll see about that one. And even if that's the case, they will have the, I'm assuming, AI information of how your photograph or your video relates as age, right? They can get the metadata anyway, which is probably what they want anyway. Straightforward verification. In most cases, users complete the process once, and their Discord experience adapts to their verified age group. Users may be asked to use multiple methods, only when more information is needed to assign an age group. Privacy status. Users' age verification status cannot be seen by other users. If the information exists, it will be leaked, because it happens every single time. So of course, we must know what are these default safety settings. Starting in early March, all new and existing Discord users globally will be assigned new default settings that support age-appropriate experiences while keeping privacy front and center. And once again, I need to say, I'm pretty sure this is new. I don't think I've seen this before. So, sure, you need to verify yourself, because you're gonna be getting censored. Content filters. Discord users will need to be age assured as adults in order to unblur sensitive content or turn off the setting. I don't think this is just not safe for work exclusive channels. I think this is gonna be some sort of overarching feature in all the platform. Educated spaces, I guess that kinda makes sense to some extent. Only users for age assured as adults will be able to access age restricted channel servers and app commands. Whatever, sure. They can get something right sometimes, I suppose. And they have some stuff here about message requests and friend requests, which I don't think is bad either. That's kind of moderation, I'm okay with that. And I kinda love the historical revisionism here. Last year, Discord successfully launched a team by default experience in the UK and Australia. And this global rollout builds on that approach to deliver consistent, age-appropriate protections worldwide. What a massive lie. We've read about this many times before, haven't we? You were forced by the government. You will have age verification, or else. There's also this really strange thing about giving teen a seat at the table. Introducing the Discord Teen Council. It's not just because the usual allegations against Discord, but this is raising all of the alarms and some more. Let us read a little bit. Along with enhanced and safety features, Discord is announcing recruitment for its inaugural Teen Council, a teen advisory body that brings authentic teen perspectives into how Discord shapes their experience. The Teen Council will consist of 10 to 12 teens and will help ensure Discord understands, not assumes, what teens need, how they build meaningful connections, and what makes them feel safe and supported online. Well, first of all, why do you care? Right? It's not for the teens to decide what's best for them, because they are minors. And minors are stupid. So you will shut up and live with restrictions. And that's a little bit strange coming from me, but I don't think I'm entirely wrong. Why do you let kids decide what's best for them? They don't understand, because they're kids. By embedding diverse teen perspectives directly into decision making, the Council will help ensure Discord's safety features are protective while balancing team privacy and autonomy. We'll need an asterisk on that one, I guess. Council input will inform future product features, policies, and educational resources regarding Discord's approach in how teens connect through gaming, shared interests, and online communities. Interested teens aged 13 to 17 can apply to participate in the Teen Council at the link here from now on until May 1st, 2026. Teens aged 13 to 17. I don't know if there's gonna be any kind of legally binding contract. I'm assuming it kinda is, because it's meant to be some sort of special counsel for the company. Isn't that illegal? Isn't that quite literally illegal? Because they are minors. This sounds so strange and so wrong, I don't even know where to start with this. Since they were being eaten alive on social media, why wouldn't they? They have clarified some points here, which is pretty funny. Here's what we want you to know. Or here's what we want you to believe. Which is not entirely the same. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or uploading ID to use Discord. The vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today, without ever being asked to confirm their age. Sure, that is true, but now if you're a quote-unquote teen account, you might suffer more censorship. Great. Very good. As we've seen it. There's also some strange stuff going on here, which I can only assume is gonna be bringing a billion false positives and false negatives, which, wow, surprise, the system doesn't work, why would it? As they mention it here, we use age prediction to determine with high confidence we can use as an adult. This allows many adults to access age-appropriate features without completing an explicit age check. When additional information is required, we offer multiple privacy-forward options through trusted partners. Trusted? Yeah, I will be the judge of that. Of course, they keep doubling down with some lies. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. Even if I was willing to believe this, of course you will receive the metadata, and you're still training an AI on your face. So, how is this good? I just used to get your age only and then deleted. How many times do I need to show this one? A massive lie. Discord only receives your age. That's it. Your identity is never associated with your account. I could just show this every single time, and I would be right. No, you're lying to me. Stop it. And of course, we need to read a little bit about how does the age inference model work. We're leveraging advanced machine learning model developed at Discord. Surely it's good. To predict whether a user falls into a particular age group based on patterns of user behavior and several other signals associated with their account on Discord. We only use these signals to assign users to an age group when our confidence level is high. When it isn't, users go through our standard age assurance flow to confirm their age. We do not use your message content in the age estimation model. I'm gonna call BS on that. And aside from that, this is gonna be completely useless. It's going to be completely worthless. I like old games, and I'm assuming I'm gonna be assigned to, oh, of course, this guy is a teenager. No, I play old games, and the games, I'm older than the games, and the games are actually of age, okay? Don't mind me. But how many times are we saying, especially on this health site that is Twitter, formerly X, or something like that, young teenagers, and when I say young, I mean about 14, following a lot of political content and 18 plus explicit content. Are they gonna be assigned? Of course, they are adults. You keep making mistakes left and right. Completely useless to me. Because if it's to protect the teens, it will not work. Wow, 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 surprise, surprise. Of course, that's never the objective. They mention here again the mature filters. Mature sexual media filter helps identify visual media that may contain sexually explicit or suggestive material involving adults. Wow, surprise mechanics. Don't you love them? Graphic media filter helps identify image-based media that may contain violent or potentially disturbing visual material. Once again, sure, you don't need to give me your age in an official way. But there's more censorship. I wonder why. How curious. The replies here have been less than kind. We will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. Oh, thanks for confirming that you've always been spying on your users. What did you expect? Is it free? Yes, you're the product. Your age group using information we already know. This is really not helping you guys at all. LOL. The damage is already done. If anything, they're digging deeper. Please, dig up. Bro, you all literally had a data breach like 6 months ago. How many times can you get away with just showing this image? Not enough, I suppose. Yeah, forgive me if I don't trust anything you just typed. Yeah? Hey! Is that image again? Of course, we have TeamSpeak here memeing on them. The data breach is recent as October 2025, sit down. How many times can you do this? Some users on Twitter/X have been showing possible alternatives if you don't want to use Discord. Please never give them your face or your ID. I don't know how many times they have to say this. Also, stop paying them. It's also really funny. You have to go through that. Despite several users paying for Nitro, I don't know why would you do that anyway. So, there's also that. So, since Discord is going into crap with new regulations starting next month requiring everyone to submit their identifications for full access, that is actually correct. That I can recommend everyone a neat application called Stout/Revolt. It's a great alternative to Discord. Never used it, so I can't vouch for this. Of course, as we mentioned, this face verification can be completely bypassed with video games, which is really funny. You can use Gmail to verify your age, by the way. Yes, that's real. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. It's opening. That's pretty funny to me. Slowly open your mouth again. My goodness! I've also seen people using normal raiders and the funky fetus. That's the Stranding, right? Completely forgot the name for a second. And if this is using AI, of course, you will just be able to use AI for this. I use the AI to fight the AI. Okay, Thanos, whatever you say. And finally, we also have this guy. Discord asked for my face. It's Cleaner and Gmod. They had a breach 3 weeks later. Turns out they saved the video of my face. Get banned for falsifying age verification. Calling this before it happens. I believe this will happen. Is this the end of Discord? I don't know. I don't think so. Getting people to migrate platforms is always a huge ordeal. But this showcases a big problem we have nowadays. Not enough competition with just platforms in general. I've seen people saying, oh, maybe Twitter/X should rise to the challenge to become an alternative to Discord. And I'm like, okay, that's not necessarily bad, but then what happens when X, the everything app, becomes corrupt and starts doing things like this? I don't think that's a good idea, necessarily. Some people have also been mentioning Steam groups having really similar functionality to Discord. I think they're only missing voice chat. So, is this gaming winning by doing nothing again? That could be funny. What I'm trying to say is, alternatives good. Never have all your eggs in a single basket. Never give them your ideas. Never give them your faces or anything like that. All my life, I've used the internet as if I was the worst criminal in existence. Always with, I would say, a high amount of OPSEC. Never showed my face, never showed my name, never showed anything. I'm not gonna start doing it now, just because these strange and completely deranged platforms or the governments want me to do so. If you can't cheat the system, just cheat it. Why wouldn't you? And for crying out loud, if you're paying for Nitro, stop it. Stop it, just boycott them, why wouldn't you? You need to show your allegiances with your wallet, even in this case. And if this is the end of Discord, well, au revoir.